Just yesterday or so, we could see what's going on in Lagos Island, whereby over 300 Yoruba women lined up and they were being given bread. How the mighty has fallen. I mean, looking at over the last 30 years, how the Yoruba has controlled, I mean, the academics and, in fact, the administrative sector of the Nigeria. But as it were today, it seems the West Nigeria has lost it ever since the emergence of this current president, Tinubu, who has placed on them a feudal system. He has weaponized poverty. He has brainwashed and has turned almost all the elders to sacrifice. As an outsider, I believe you can give us a best assessment and the way forward.
They need to unweaponize themselves by understanding the position they are as Yorubas. They need to unweaponize themselves by understanding that the political atmosphere that brought the Muslim concept, that they think they favored them, is actually pushing the Igbo nation to become a major power bloc. But if you can't come clearly and tell a Yoruba man this, he will fold his eyes and begin to watch you and see you as a threat. But the core elements, of those who understand and well exposed people know actually that this relationship and synergy they are building, based on trying to use political strength to modernize Yorubas, are going to put Yorubas in a political fix that will take them 200. They will fight for liberation to separate themselves from it. They will not get it. Just like what the Hausas are doing currently now. If it is a revelation, you need to take that because it's already in the pipeline. They are embracing it, having the orientation and understanding that they are to do Igbo man. The Igbos are watching because it looks as if we are not interested in politics. The Igbos are not interested in politics. We are building capacity because what destiny has entrusted into our hands, we can't just put it on under the basis of 2 years, 4 years leadership. No, we can't do that. We rejected it. From our own heart because it is not a concept, it's not an ideology that will last a legacy, that will leave a legacy. It is not. So they immediately after the Nigerian Civil War, they went as far as embracing it, and transferring some of these things, to some different ethnic nationalities. The Yorubas did it. They engineered it. Now it looks as if it is working for them, but they do not know the consequences of introducing modernization agenda in the Southwest. But some of them are beginning to distance themselves from the political manipulation the likes of Bola Ahmed Tinubu are playing with the Northerners.
Playing the game.
It is clear. The North are comfortable with it. The Northerners are comfortable with it. It looks like the Igbos are groaning over this. We are not groaning. The Igbos are not groaning. We understand it. Because the rising, when it will come, Yorubas will struggle for freedom. They will not be able to have it. They feel very easy to infiltrate the West and begin to, drive that political will, with the Yorubas feel that it's benefiting them and they are using it as an advantage, to checkmate or to dwarf the Igbo rights. They cannot dwarf the Igbo rights. So the feudal system, they're saying now, after we have watched this thing deeply, we begin to see certain factors, the Yorubas are not seeing, or some of them are already seeing it, and they're distancing themselves from the type of politics the Yorubas are playing now because it is dangerous. Well, a lot of people will say, they have two systems they are running. Okay, but at the end of the day, that particular one leg that's on the other side can be used against them on the other side, because to reactivate this the other leg against the other leg, you are gone. When you are not balanced with two legs, then there's a problem. Politically, religiously, and otherwise, the Yorubas are not sitting with two legs, are not standing with two legs. So it is a threat the North are comfortable with using it politically, to squeeze and weaken the South. But having discovered after so many years that Igbo man after the war were picking nylon on the street, doing tailor machine. Don't you know they did it?
Obioma.
To tell you the kind of suffering the Igbos went through. They were picking nylon on the street. When they were bombing the entire eastern region as at that time, the Yorubas and Hausas were celebrating. In fact, go on married in Lagos. They were busy wedding everywhere. So what we are seeing is a transferred ideology that is not domestically proved traditionally in Yoruba land. The Yorubas have now come out with a certain concept, of who they are. I wonder what tried to did it, and that was why the alleged Igboku wanted him to become the president of Nigeria. But unfortunately, it was balkanized. It didn't hold. Maybe they would have used that opportunity to move away, from this northernization of the political structure in the Yoruba land, which is a very big mistake the Yorubas are making. And in a few years' time, they are going to, use their tongue to cut their teeth. Then they will look for the other side and begin to ask for resistance, for help, just like what the Northerners are doing now. God bless you.
Thank you very much for that brilliant submission. Onyeze. Of course, it is clear that Tinubu has come to suppress and to impose the feudal system the Northerners have used to cage their followers over the years. Because as you can see now that since he became the president, all is after is sharing palliative and handout. And this is very common and familiar with the Northerners. When I say that the Northerners have been able to successfully balkanize the Yorubas using the Islam, look at what's going on in Ilorin. Look at that. In Ilorin today, as a Christian, you cannot come out, even if you are a Yoruba person, you cannot come out and confidently practice your religion. If you are a traditionalist, you cannot come out. There's an outright ban on Isheshe, which is called tradition practice in Yoruba land. There's an outright ban of it. So this has become so worrisome for the Yoruba people. It is a shame that the Yorubas, who used to be at the forefront of leading at the administrative sector of Nigeria, when it comes to every big industries, when you're talking of top tiers, the banks, the oil wells, oil companies, power sector, because they are highly educated. But what is the issue now? The northern agenda, the Islamization of a majority part of the Yorubas has balkanized the unity of the Yorubas, and now the Yorubas are losing the ideologistic dignity of being a Yoruba man. The very cause, the likes of Awolowo, Albert Macaulay, those founding fathers of Yorubas who were so knowledgeable, the elite, the Adetolas, Akintolas, right? The Padebanjos, what they laid down, the legacy of a Yoruba is no Yoruba child will be unlettered, will be uninformed. We can see that in the north, there is an intention to weaponize illiteracy. There is an intention now by Tinubu to weaponize thuggery. And you know what happens in a feudal system is immediately after the king, those who can lay claims to authority, to power, wealth, are those who seems to be brash, warlords. That is the system. Then you have priests. So In the last 2 years, we can see this thing playing out. We can see the northernization of the Yorubas. You can see how this feudal system brought upon the Western region has destroyed the dignity of the Yorubas, has destroyed the efficacy, the educational standard, the reputation. Because Tinubu is adopting the northern feudal system of government. We were saying that the English people handed Nigeria over to the northerners. Yes, because when the English colonizers, when they came down to Nigeria, when they came to the south, they saw that the south generally were more republican in nature. Everybody believed in self-reliance. People didn't necessarily look up to the leaders. And this is predominantly in the southeast, right? Then, of course, we have some part of the south wherein the Ijebus were highly self-reliant. The Egbas were equally self-reliant, right? So these are the issues. Now, when they got to the north, they saw that all the northern followers looked up to the emir of Sokoto, the Sultan of Sokoto. The Sultan of Sokoto is the one that dictates what they do on a monthly basis, what direction they go. And the English colonizers felt that, okay, I think this is a done deal for us. Let us just elevate the Sultan to some extent, give him some level of education. But again, the followers must remain uneducated for them to remain in that manipulative nature. And this is what Tinubu is adopting. It's a shame. It is a shame that in this 21st century, the Yorubas, who used to be the cornerstone of development, who used to be a benchmark, are now being fed bread by a Yoruba president. They are now queuing up handouts. We now have what we call Yoruba Almajiris. These are elderlies, our women who were very, very industrious, who are usually industrious. Now, what they do is go to Bodilon, go to Lagos Island, queuing for Derica of rice. When we were complaining that why is Tinubu sharing rice? Rice. Why is Tinubu not sharing grants? Why is he not sharing scholarships? Why is he not sharing farm tools for people to go and farm? Tinubu is a person who will not teach you how to fish. But there's an unending supply of the fishes for you to eat. So that whenever you are hungry, you are always at the mercy. So he is weaponizing that position. And this is what it took from the North. The North has successfully infiltrated the dignity of the Yoruba people. And this is why it seems like the Igbos are not a believer of the Tinubu government, because they somehow have seen through this, that this is a feudal system that this man has practiced for the last 20 something years in Lagos successfully. Now he is now deploying it all over Nigeria. And we can see that these guys, these Igbos are resisting. They are aggressively resisting it. It's not as if they are not also facing the heat. It is not, they are not immune to the economic crisis. But what we can see today is that Tinubu, who is the leader of the Yoruba elite, has betrayed the Yoruba dignity. He has gone into bed with the North. Why do you think we have millions of uneducated Northern children? And today we are beginning to see such unfortunate occurrences even in the Western region. Now we are having so much thugs than graduates. Now we are having graduates converting into thugs. Yes, because Tinubu has what? Monetized thuggery. Because thugs are now building mansions and lecturers are what? Are squatting. The northernization agenda in Yoruba land must be faced head on, as we cannot allow this ideology of the North using religion to balkanize the Yoruba people. The Yorubas must learn from what the Southeasterners are doing. We must protect the dignity of our people. Thank you. Bye bye for now.